has 2 triples on their side, but here we go. We have stars coming in for NAVI, and he's got himself the Blizzard Lalo. So he'll bring in the Blizzard in.
Okay, freezing. The Queen and the Scatter early. The Blimp is looking already really good. And we know, as we have said earlier, Stars and Jesus from EG are just non-stop battling for this first seed, both with Blizzard Lalo. Like, they're just so good at this strategy. It's kind of getting crazy. So let's see what Stars can show us in this match.
Now, with that value that he was able to get, very nice so far, as he could drop this Queen to the right. So she's problem is, though, the Archer Tower. That Archer Tower is doing quite a bit onto his Queen, and she's going to get stalled up through 3 Ice Golems, as he wants his Queen to eventually walk in, probably with the King. Needs to protect her, because there's no way she can solo to get to that Town Hall.
Yeah, there's... The King has to be added for wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Not.
I mean, I never want to doubt Stars. He for sure knows what he's doing, but isn't that going to be... Okay, there's the invisibility spell.
Oh, the Archer Tower stays up. Baby Dragon didn't take that down. I'm dropping the balloon, but the Queen is just slowly getting healed back up. The Archer Tower still doesn't go down. Oh no, ability was forced. Uh-oh. That's the problem.
I'm not sure. It felt quite greedy to not... I mean, take a look at what he's getting. I mean, half of the base, it feels like, is already gone. But he has a couple of freezes left, which he can use. He can non-stop freeze the Town Hall and the Expo. What? He's already starting with the Lado. Stars.
Wow.
Come to... I mean...
What?
Freezing the Town Hall.
Queen. He does get it. Are you serious? His Queen Soul gets the Town Hall with a few spells through assistance, as the Warden ability can go off. Protect the Hound, protect the Headhunters, all through this attack. Are you serious?
This is crazy, but he's having to somehow clutch this. I mean, the Scatter Shot is staying alive for now at least. The Poison Tower, remember, it's back, reloading the next spell, so that might be a problem. Loons are coming in from every single angle, but still, this needs to go through. We say, oh no, the Poison Tower. You see the spell coming back up. Oh no. Is it going to be in time?
Uh-oh. Oh, come
Red
on.
Mines?
Look at this. The single. Go down, and it's barely hanging on. Wow, it goes down. And he gets it. Stars. What an attack. The Queen. How did you get exports? And Bazinger with 3 2-stars. So we're going to have to see some more attacks coming in across the board. But NAVI is in with their next attack. Stars is bringing 36 balloons. He's like, you know what, Klaus? You were unfortunately fell short with like 35 balloons. I'll bring 1 extra, and I think I can get this one done.
The Blizzard is flying in, getting his Blimp close to the Town Hall, turning everything invisible. Rage them up. The Town Hall, is it going to go down before the invisibility? Yeah, no, wait, there's... Am I blind? I thought that was what is an invisibility tower. I'm just blind. I take everything back. So far the value is great. Stars is looking good.
Yeah, looking great. And a lot of you guys may notice he dropped an invisibility spell just a bit to the left side so that he can go for the air defense, and then he drops it to the right side. These pro players, what they do is they just drop the invis around itself so that he get different values, because a lot of times the casual player, if they're doing the Blizzard Lalo, may just drop the invisibility spell in the exact same spot every single time, but pros don't do that. They drop it around just a tile or 2 in different directions. You may not even notice it if you're not looking for it, but with that Royal Champion now down, his hero's pushing into the right side.
Oh, and we see right now either a Ward Walk bait or a Flame Flinger bait. I think it's more like the Flame Flinger bait on the right side. Yeah, this has to be a Flame Flinger bait because there were no expos whatsoever. We see the Flame Flinger getting used by a lot of pros. I mean, it's just a crazy siege machine if you can get the value. So nice bait right there. And another thing which we notice is something I always take a look at is the expo settings. We have typically always 4 ground expos, but on those bases right now, it's 3 expos set to air and only 1 expo to ground, which might be a threat to the Lalo. But the heroes are staying alive way longer.
Yeah, we have the defensive rage there as the balloons are moving in towards the scatter the mile from the backside. But that defensive rage is just devastating. It's doing so much damage to these balloons, especially this multi, so he's keeping it frozen. He has bag and balloons coming into the Teslas, the Air Expo, where the balloons are all over this map with one more freeze used. And Stars is looking good here as long as he can take that multi down, but he still even has this Queen up running around this base and taking down Rainberry. What an attack here with that Blizzard Lalo.
Yeah, and Navi really needed this 3-star because they are still behind depending on whatever Chessmac is going to do in their next attack. But this means Stars, as usual, it feels like getting his 3-star in with the Blizzard Lalo. It is just so cool.
Ooh.
We have Lalo again. Like overall, the use rate of Lalo was super high, over 50%. So over every second attack was some type of a Lalo attack. But Stars is famous for one type of Lalo, and that is his Blizzard Lalo attacks, which he's rocking in Legend League as well. It seems like, does he want to drop onto the bomb? No, behind the bomb tower. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Makes it so that the storage is invisible, so he goes straight for the Town Hall. Oh, he goes for the multi. Bomb tower explodes. Come on. You can take it down. Yes. Takes that Town Hall down.
I remember when, like, at some point we were testing bases when I was a player back then. Those were the type of entries where we were saying, like, no one would do that. I mean, this looks kind of cool, but no one would risk that in an actual match, right? Stars is like, don't worry, I got that. I mean, I'm dropping in between the Town Hall Poison and the bomb tower to have, like, the maximum risk, but he's just pulling it off.
Incredible that he's able to do that. And in this stage of the competition, like you mentioned, with all the pressure on the line, as the Queen's gonna move her way towards the bottom, while this ground expo perfectly timed so that the King is tanking the damage, so the Queen can continue moving her way in and slowly get healed up by this Unicorn.
Yeah, the Ice Golem is in there as well in the mix. Surprisingly, he has used now the Ice Golem that the King is tanking. So let's see if that is all planned, but since it's Stars, I think that's, it's the perfect time to explode for the Ice Golem to freeze that defensive Queen. The Queen's charging in, she's going to get the Eagle, I guess, and the bottom side, the Monolith starts shooting, but the Queen should get that core Eagle, and this is just some insane value.
Wow, look at that. The Queen was able to take out the enemy Queen. Stepping up, gonna grab the Eagle with her ability. Down it goes. The defensive rage.
Defensive rage.
Here it is. Oh!
No way! And the sweeper?
He took her. He took her out as he's moving his way through. What?
I mean, some people are playing Queen charges. Stars is just doing the same value, just with his Queen, so he doesn't care. Back-end phrases, he has 3 more phrases. Those defenses are getting no chance of shooting back, and this air defense is the only thing he needs to really worry about, and he's non-stop freezing it, and Stars is doing it in style, doing the Blizzard Queen Charge Lalo into the core of this base.
And look at that, with a free spell to add on top of it. Incredible attack to start off this Clash of Clans World WarmUp playoff stage. Navi with the 3-star. Incredible stuff. With 30 balloons and 6 freezes, he's really investing heavy on the free spells, as if Stars comes in with 3 stars with that triple, then they're going to be really looking good, having a solid lead, which means Tribe will have to come away with almost closing with all triples that have a chance and hoping for some defenses. But starting off with that King into the defensive King and this Eagle Artillery, try to kind of charge his heroes on the opposite side.
Yeah, we're seeing again this invisibility tower at the Town Hall, and it feels like the answer is he did not tank the ground expo. He has to freeze that now to make sure it's resetting onto the Ice Golem. And we see the invisibility tower at the Town Hall, and that's what we're seeing again. that lock launcher to
Yeah.
make sure it's going to activate that spell tower to give them easier Lalo pathing into that tunnel compartment. And so far, this is looking pretty good with the pathing, and the tower is activated.
Yeah, the invisibility tower is activated, so that's why he's saying, all right, time to send the Lalo, because the invisibility spell will come back. It will activate as he has charged his way through. Look at this. There's some freezes. He activated the tornado trap right in front of this town hall, so the blues will not get spun. The freeze onto not only the town hall, but the invisibility spell tower to time it. Headhunters, another lava hound, so the warden ability can protect everything. What a brilliant job there, as all the defending heroes are dead, so the headhunters are just cleaning up for the outside building.
This is just looking so good for Stars right now. The only chance right now for Nibrax to defend is this Rage Tower reloading quick enough, but I feel like this is not going to happen. Rage Tower is taking just too long. The heal spell healing everything back up, but where are those traps? Are there any red bombs in the core of this base left?
Well, he does. He did heal a group of these balloons up, but he's got these spells. There's on the backside some red air bombs, but Stars crushing this one, has a swag poison and making it look easy. What a just dominant attack right there, and it's just nothing went wrong in this hit.
Gaming,
Navi
we
is
have none
safe,
other than
as
Stars
Klaus
in, with
is
exactly
in.
what
He's
we have
smiling.
said, exactly what we
And
have
what has he
predicted.
got?
The
He's
lock
got the
launcher
best.
approach, if he's not like
Let's see what he
fooling
can
us
do.
and tricking us because
Okay.
he's switching away from the
We
Six
have
machine, but if he's sticking with that,
Is
the
it
lock
the
launcher,
I think it's a similar
zero
strategy, at
dive,
least, if not
starting
the exact
some
same
lightning.
strategy as what Gaku has
Yep,
done.
going away from that.
yeah.
clean
Again, it
charge
is because
approach
you can
and
snipe
looking
a
to bring in
couple
and
of those
getting
wizard towers
incredible value,
early on.
like you mentioned.
And the last
I'm looking
attack,
to
they were
see,
able to
is
snipe a
there
wizard tower with the
invisibility
baby
spell
dragon.
tower next to the
This
town
time they were
hall?
able to snap
This
a
is
wizard
double
tower
raid.
with
The other rage is by the Eagle Artillery. So the King
with the
is coming
Yeti
into the
and
defensive king.
one walk another
Headhunter?
wizard tower.
Headhunter?
So I guess it's going to be
Where's
an
your
entry on the
headhunter,
flank.
Stars? Finally, that was
Into
like
the scatter,
a handful
and then
of
they're going
shots
to
that you
pull him towards
kind
the
of
town hall,
did not
and they're going
need
to
to let
play
your team
those
take some
bats
damage
and
there.
from
That
the
could
top
actually play a
side
role
into the
as
single
the
phone
king
tower.
makes his way closer to this eagle as a
Well,
log launcher.
let's see.
He's going to
I think
try to
what you have
move
to put
this
inside of your
multi-target
blimp
is what? 19 goblins,
Yeah, the
5
multi-phone
minions, and
tower
the
is
rest
supposed to
sneaky. That is the
go
combination
down. The
to
raged
take
up
it- to get
defensive
through
flank
a
castles are being
invisibility
quite annoying.
spell
I
so
guess
the sneakies
another
come out after the
Rocket Dune
invis
flank
wears
castle in
off.
there.
Keep your
Yep,
eye
there
on
it
all
is.
the
Some
goblins that come
Rocket
out
Dunes,
as
the
the
Headhunter, but
electric kites are
everything
coming in.
is
They're gonna
getting
beat
tanked
through a wall
by
because of the
that
archers are getting
Phoenix
pulled
King.
that way.
We have now the
as,
Queen ability to take
the
down more
healers are getting
biddings.
stuck
That's
on the
already
left side.
really
The Queen
solid
is now
value
walking
with
away
the
to
Roy
Eagle.
Champion just getting used around
Oh,
the left
no,
side
he
to
misdropped.
misdrop into that town hall. He misdropped
Red mines
the
that hound.
the freeze. Because
Yeah,
on the
the
town
red
hall, he
mines
did
that were
not
right by the
catch
town hall,
the
which actually needed an
invisibility
air
tower,
defense,
so he
which
had
is
to use
actually
a
kind of like
second freeze
odd
onto
that you
the
put
invisibility
those red
tower
bombs
to make
in
sure the
range
town
of
was
an
going
air
down.
defense
So
that
like
could
one
potentially be popped by a
invisibility
hound.
spell right there,
Then the
swag.
lava puck would
You
get
need the wall break to get into
trigger it
the
as the
multi-inferno
wood
tower.
these blues. But look
I'm
at
not sure if the Queen is
The
going to
Queen
take
took
that
out the
because
Inferno
wall
tower,
break is happening
continuing her
behind
way
her.
through, and they're spinning here. Well, they did wall break behind. He was
Nice
picked
heal
up by the
spells to
multi, and here
keep
comes
all
the
of
bat
those
from the
dudes
top
healthy
side of the
going
base.
through that. The
Moving
back end scatter is getting
through
tanked
into the
by
single,
the
and then they gotta
Hound.
make their way
Hound is
across.
popped
The
though,
other flat
no more
is-
spells, but the Roy
well, the
Champion
Archie's gonna
somehow
clear the
still
multi.
has his
Here's
ability
the other
left.
multi. We've got a scatter shot with the
RZ tower.
RZ is gonna move through,
There's that
clutching up a
goal
lot
of
of these
these
tank and
look at that.
defenses. The goal is gonna tank,
and they're
the
basically
scatter
all
and
around
the
except that
splash
wizard
as
tower
it
and
moves
Stars.
in. But we still have
Coming
the
in with
multi
the
on the backside, but
clutch
unfortunately,
well
Klaus is not
done.
going to be able
Wow.
to three-star this one as the bat's
Just
going to get picked off.
amazing.
But
There.
doesn't matter.
The pressure
All he
on the
needed
line.
was
Stars
a one
gets it
star,
done.
and he got the
Not
two.
bringing that
and that
queen
is
charge.
a bringing the
Victory
Zap
for
log
Navi.
launcher.
They
And
are
that's
gonna
the
be
attack that we
crowned your
thought that
world
Navi might be wanting to
warm-up
bring on bases similar
champions.
to these.
No, it's
Congratulations.
Stars. Okay,
What
Kazuma's
Kazuma's taking
taking
more time. He was struggling
Yeah,
a little
what a
bit. so
performance,
he's gonna
not
take
only
more
in
time
this
to plan,
match,
and
but
Stars is
overall
like,
in
I'm
the
ready.
entire tournament.
I'm gonna come in
on
with
offense and
6
defense, they were looking
freezes.
so
No
good. In a
lightning
best
spells.
of 3, allowing only
3 ice
2
balloons.
3-stars against their
got the
bases in
log
all
launcher. This is an attack
those
that
two
just
matches together
Stars
is
has been
quite
really
impressive. Yes,
refining
it's son of
and been
15. Yes, son of
really
15 is
practicing,
harder to
and
get
just
those 3-stars
dominates
in,
bases with
but
them. Let's see if he can
being
capitalize
2
on
out
it.
of 10 on defense is quite impressive to say the least. And log launchers coming in. We have that
looking really good.
Inferno Tower
14 stars
supposed to
in
go
that
down
second
with that. The Queen
match
is following that
with
ice golem towards the
having
bottom
a little bit
scatter
of fun
shot.
in the last
And
attack.
the King is facing off versus the defending King at the top side, so a lot of things are happening at the same time. But The queen going into that compartment was definitely not part of the or was it? I mean, I'm never sure about that because the Royal Champion now is getting used for the defending scatter compartment on the right side, and the queen just charging in behind the lock launcher.
Yeah, as he does have the poison spell that got tossed to the queen, trying to deal with that CC. The Phoenix takes out the ground expo, keeping his queen alive, as now he's starting the Lalo, as the RC was able to like clear a bunch of that whole right side. As now he's gonna have a path straight to this town hall, as he's gonna have to freeze a couple of times, but that Royal Champion is actually still up, getting value as the queen. She's sneaking in there too.
Ooh, the next freeze for the town hall. The tornado trap is too far away from the town hall, but that vulnerability is barely catching those loons. Queen is, I mean, I don't know why how the queen stay alive until this point. Going down now, finally another freeze happening. And here's again this backhand heal spell, which has saved him already so many times. We have the ice sound doing some work. And there is now the scatter. The scatter has to somehow defend this for Chasmac EA.
Okay, so. Wow, it's the heal spell, healing these balloons back up, which is clutch. The heals is turning out to be so strong. We haven't seen heals being used all too much in Lalos all too often, and now recently it's coming back as their players are laloing over the town hall. Do you remember when we were always be like, especially when we were like originally at Tile 13, don't lalo over it because you'll explode. Then we're like, okay, no, you could do it. And then 14, don't do it, the poison. But then people started doing it. And then 15, there's no way